Oh, look at that. Didn't think it was possible to bring this lilac sparkle up a notch, but apparently it is. Hi everybody, so today is an unexpected video because an early release literally just arrived today and I had to show you immediately before I try them. If you know me, you know how obsessed I am with this range. This is the Fenty Lip Oil. Gloss Bomb Oil, full title, Luminizing Lip Oil and Gloss. So I've got every single shade of this. I'm going to try all of them on so you can see how they look completely on their own. And I think I might just pair them up with a gloss bomb stick to go for that real double whammy sort of gloss at the end. So I don't know how that will work, but I can't wait to see it. I might try one of the Fenty liners as well, my favorite combination, and just see how they work together. I'm so excited to try these. Like I said, I could not wait. I wasn't even due to film today. In fact, I was due to film in 2 days, but I can't wait. I can't wait. So let's get them on. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Hannah. I'm 48. I'm not a professional. I'm just somebody who really loves makeup and beauty. And here on my channel, I do upload here at least twice a week, if not more, with the new releases and my favorite looks, my favorite products, and also giving you any beauty news you might be interested in. If you think you'd enjoy this, please do subscribe to my channel. It's ever so helpful to me. Lots of people watch without subscribing, so if you could, that really would mean the world to me. It's really, really helpful. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate you being here, and welcome back to my channel. Anyway, my skin tone, if that's helpful with the way these colours match me, I've got fair to light skin with mostly cool undertones that lean a little bit neutral, and I've got blue eyes. Anyway, that's enough about me. Let's dive straight into this wonderful review, and it will be wonderful. Advance warning, I know it will. When the Gloss Bomb Sticks launched last year, I ended up getting every single shade, and when they recently moved to the shimmering Gloss Bomb Sticks, again, I got every shade. So obviously, when they launched all of these shimmering lip oils, I had to get, if I don't drop them everywhere, every single shade. I didn't actually have to get every single shade because at least, well, I think it was two of them have actually launched with a limited edition launch last year, and I'd already bought those two, and I'll tell you which ones they are as I go through them. So I only actually had to buy, how many are there? There's 7, I believe. Yeah, 7, so I had to buy 5. I already had 2. In fact, I had 3, but there's one shade of the 3 that were launched last year that aren't in this release, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But again, I will be showing you that one as well, so I can actually show you 8, but there's 7 available. So they are £21 each, and you can get these currently on the Fenty UK website. You can get them on the Sephora US website, and I'm not sure if they've come to Sephora UK yet. I don't think they have, but I got mine. I ordered from Fenty UK and they literally arrived the next day, which was this morning. I'm saying that because it's actually nearly 6 p.m. here. I never film this late, and I certainly don't normally film after a whole day of doing things. I was up very early this morning. I was doing my makeup nearly 12 hours ago, so my makeup's a bit of a mess, so please excuse the state of my makeup if I am in a bit of a mess. I haven't had time to really touch it up. I've had family over and I've been out this morning. I actually had my hair done. If you're wondering why my hair is styled this way, I just had my roots done in the hairdressers, but they styled my hair for me, so that's why it's done like this. I would love to style my hair like this myself, but it always seems to fail when I do it, so my hairdresser did it for me today. I will give it a go though, because I do quite like having these big waves instead of my very sort of curly hair. If I let my natural curls style, I don't like them. Anyway, no more waffling. Let's get straight into trying these on. So let's start with the one I'm probably the least interested in, and this is one I already had in my collection. So if I show you the new ones, they do look exactly the same as the limited edition that launched last year. So this one was from the limited edition release, and this is the new one now. So I say exactly the same. The words Fenty Beauty are down the centre, and they weren't in the other one. So there is a, oh wait a minute, no they are. I just couldn't see it when I turned it. So yeah, they're identical packaging, but this one was in the, I'm trying to remember, I think it launched with the peach blush. You know, they had those 3 peach blushes, which I adored. And I think it was with that. So there was actually 3 that launched with that. So maybe I'll show you those 3 before we go into the rest. Yeah, these were the 3 limited edition that launched. And I'll show you first the one that isn't here. So isn't in the new release. So this one is called, this one's Copper Cookie. So I don't know if this will become available again in the future, but this isn't one of the 7 at the moment. So I will try it on just to very quickly show you. It's got a lot of pigment. So this one isn't really a topper in any way. This one really is a full-on lipstick gloss because of the amount of pigment. I loved these, by the way. Of course I did. In fact, I'm sure they were in one of my favourites. They would have been in my monthly favourites. They could have even been in my yearly favourites. I can't remember, to be honest, what I put in where. But I can tell you there's one shade out of these 3, not this one, that was one of my most used lip glosses last year. So that's Copper Cookie, which isn't available. Just very quickly showing you that. Hopefully it'll come back because it's really pretty, isn't it? So everything else I'm showing you is now available with this launch, and this is the one I said I'd be least interested in because I haven't really returned to use this very much. I do love it as a topper, but there's just been so many toppers that have launched, especially over Christmas, so I haven't really gone back to it. But this one, the title of this, or the name of this, is, if I can see it, Superfine Sugar Sparkling White Gold. So this one on its own, I've made a right mess of the dough fit on this because it's been used a lot in the summer. As you can see, it gives you a lovely sparkle. So if you really don't want any colour, it's lovely for that, and it gives you a slight plumping effect. The dough fits on these, I'll show you with one that's cleaner in a minute, but they've got a very wide sort of paddle and they scoop up the gloss. It's almost like a spoon. They're very thick, these. Very thick, but not gloopy and sticky. You see, straight away there's just no stickiness. They've got a very good grip. They've got great longevity. They've got plenty of sparkle. So this, completely on its own, just makes your lips look better and sparkly. But obviously, for me, this is more of a topper, which is why it's the least interesting, because I do like the ones with pigment. So this is Superfine Sugar. So the third one that I haven't had to buy is Frosted Bunz, and that was in that limited edition release, and this is my favourite. I love Frosted Bunz. This is a beautiful shade. I love this one over a brown lipstick. So on its own, it's got enough pigment to stand up without it being very strong, so this will go with just about any look. It doesn't have to be a coppery brown look by any means. I'll show you how it looks on the back of my hand if you want to see the pigment a bit more closely. So it's not particularly deep. And the sparkle in these, by the way, you absolutely do not feel them. There is no grittiness, you do not feel the glitter, but you certainly see it. I love this one. Like I said, I love it just for that constant topping up sort of gloss to go with any look whatsoever, but on top of a brown lipstick, this is beautiful as well. I've got here Spiced Cold, which is the Fenty Gloss Bomb Sticks, not the shimmering version. So I might actually show you it on top of that. So there's Spiced Cold, already given me plenty of gloss, I know. So we are very much going for the double gloss. And because they're so shiny, it's more like triple or even quadruple gloss. But let's put some of the Frosted Bunz on top of this. Look at that added layer of sparkle. I've just got it on the bottom lip so far. And there it is all over. I do feel when you double layer these, it becomes a little bit more sort of fluid, a bit more liquidy. So it's a bit more of a challenge to keep it on, but I do love it as well. So it's up to you whether you'd like to double up like that, because I think there's more chance of this sliding off the lip when you double up, but it just gives you that double gloss. So now I've got Fenty Glow in this new gloss formula, and before I put it on, I'll just swatch it on the back of my hand against Fenty Glow in the Gloss Bomb Sticks. So this is Fenty Glow in the Gloss Bomb Sticks, and this is Fenty Glow in the Gloss Bomb Sticks Shimmering, and this is the new Fenty Glow in this new gloss oil formula. I might try this one with the Fenty Lip Liner Peanut Butter. See this in the bottle, look at the sparkles inside there. Fenty, when they do adverts, they don't exaggerate when you see those sparkles, they really don't. Oh, look at that. So there is Fenty Glow. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that sparkle. And I'll try some of the Fenty Glow Gloss Bomb Stick, not shimmering, and put some of this oil on top. I keep calling it oil, it's oil and gloss, so it's a bit confusing, but you know what I mean. So there they are, layered together. I actually prefer these layered together. Maybe I was a bit less heavy-handed because it doesn't feel as thick and gloopy. When I said it was too gloopy, maybe I just went a bit too far with the amount I applied. I've gone a bit more lightly this time, and the two of them layer up really nicely. So if you've got the Gloss Bomb Sticks in your collection, you might want to play with them like that, because I think it does work. I certainly like to do it. And I did actually do this before. I was putting the, which one did I show you? The frosted buns that I got in the summer. I was definitely using that quite a lot last year when I first got it, on top of the Gloss Bomb Sticks, and I loved it. And like I said, with a more careful hand, that's definitely better and more wearable, but double the shine. And now Raspberry Jamz. This is probably the brightest out of all of these new releases. This one is described as a sparkling bright berry. I'm wondering if I could be brave here and put, I don't know about this, the MVP. It's red. Would you mix a red and a berry? I don't think they'd work. I'm not going to. I just think it won't work, red and berry. I'll tell you the one I will go with. I'll go with Riri. So I've calmed Riri down because it's a very bold lip liner. And now let's go in with this one. I'll show you this on the back of my hand. I don't think I've got, whoa, that is really pigmented. I don't think I've got any of the Gloss Bomb Sticks to come close to this shade. It's worth comparing it to the fuchsia one that we had. There was a special edition one at Christmas, wasn't it? Fuchsia mixed with, I can't remember, was it with Fussy? Yeah, it's called Fussy Flax, so maybe it was fuchsia and Fussy. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll just show you these side by side because this one's quite bold, but not as bold as this new raspberry, that's for sure. So there's Fussy Flax, and this one is the raspberry. I do also have here the original Fuchsia Flax. So if we look at these two side by side, they do look a bit similar, and Fuchsia actually looks a bit richer. So let's look at them swatched on my hand side by side. It is richer, I think, actually, the Fuchsia Flax. So there's Fuchsia Flax, and here is the new Raspberry Jamz. It's very, very similar. That makes me want to put them side by side on my lips now to see if there's any difference. Let's put Raspberry Jamz on its own first. Gorgeous, sweet smell. It seems to be stronger on this one. They're always quite vanilla-y. So whilst that really looks like it's packed full of pigment when you look at it, when it's on the lips it shears out as you would expect with a gloss, but it still brings that colour, so you can still see the colour, but it's not too scary. But I do want to try this alongside that fuchsia because I know a lot of you bought that fuchsia, it's very popular. So let's look at them side by side. So that's Raspberry Jamz on one side there. I do prefer this. This one is incredible, isn't it? Look at that. I do apologise if this isn't currently available, but I just wanted to show the people who have this what the difference is. So Fuchsia Flex is the Gloss Bomb Universal Lip Luminizer, and the description of the shade is shimmering holographic deep fuchsia. So that's what I've got on this side. So the reason I think these are coming across a lot more sheer is because these ones are the gloss and oil together, so they're more sheer. But you can definitely see more sparkle and more of a wow factor with the luminizer, I think, certainly with this fuchsia shade, which is something special, and it is still available. I've just checked on the website. Yeah, Fuchsia Flex is definitely the best out of those two. But then again, it is the formula, and I think that's the reason. Plus a bit more sparkle. So now I'm going to try on Rose Amber. So this is a sparkling cool taupe brown. This is quite a different sort of shade. We have had browns from Fenty before, There's Blackberry and Hot Chocolate, and these are in the Gloss Bomb Sticks, not the shimmering. I think this one would probably be closer. I don't think it'd be closer to either. If you stand the three together, so it's in the middle, it's not like them at all in shades. There's no point doing a swatch comparison, but they are browns if you wanted to layer them. And we did get the brown one in the new shimmering formula. It's here. That's Hot Chocolate again, isn't it? Yeah, the shimmering version. So maybe I'll just do a swatch comparison of those two, seeing as this one's got a bit of shimmer. So this is the Gloss Bomb Sticks in shimmering on the back of my hand. And now let's try it in this new formula. Gosh, that's a very different tone. Very cool tone. The Hot Chocolate is slightly more warm, I'd say. This is a really cool tone, sort of brown. Very different. Although layered, they could work quite nicely. Bit of a combination of warmth and cool. I'll put this on without any liner. So this one is not showing a lot of pigment. This one is more like that sort of everyday shade. You don't really see that cool taupe much. Once the pink of your lips is basically affecting the colour, you don't see it as much, but it's made my lips look a bit cooler. So sort of tone down the pinkness of my lips. So it's just giving it a slight bit of pigment and plenty of shine. Let's try a shimmer and a shimmer. So I'm going to try Hot Chocolate in the shimmering finish, the Gloss Bomb Sticks, and Rose Amber, this cool taupe across the top. It's just cooled it down ever so slightly. So if you've got a lipstick you want to cool it down, this could be a really good option if you're looking for a sort of hydrating glossy topper, but you want to bring down the shade to cool it. So I think that would be how I would use this. Look how that's changed that to quite a cool tone brown. Do you know what, it's made it more wearable as well, because I find Hot Chocolate not quite the right shade on my skin tone, so this is a very good one for me. So if I do have any sort of lipstick that I find in the sort of browny or pinky brown that I find a little bit too warm on me because I've got that sort of cool undertone, this could be a really good one to keep, to use just for that purpose. I'm always happy to add sparkle, there's no need to question that in my world. But I like the fact that I could cool it down with that shade. That's quite a unique shade, you know, and that's got quite a unique part in my collection now, because I think that's a very good addition. I love that. So next we have Fussy. So this is something we should all be familiar with if you're familiar with Fenty. Fussy, is it Fussy? Lots of different Fussies in this range. Oh, this looks gorgeous. Oh, I love the look of this. So there it is on the back of my hand. And here is Fussy, if I put them together. This is Fussy here in the shimmering Gloss Bomb Sticks. These need to be layered, definitely. So there it is in the Gloss Bomb Sticks, shimmering. And then Is It Fussy, so not Fussy, Is It Fussy in the Gloss Bomb Sticks, non-shimmering. That's a much deeper shade on that one. Although I think I picked up more products, so I'll slightly sheer it out. So here it is in the Gloss Bomb Sticks non-shimmering, even though they all shimmer, let's be honest. I'm going to use Satin Panty Lip Liner from Fenty. This is probably my most used out of all of their liners. And now putting on the new Fussy. Oh, that is beautiful. This is my favourite so far. And I love it with this liner. They're a really good match. Obviously you can use a liner that's very contrasting, but I do quite like it when they match up, and I think these match up really nicely. This has plenty of pigment, this one. Oh yeah, that's my number one, but I've saved what I think will be my number one till last, and I'm sure if you know me, you already knew which one that would be. But anyway, this one is Fussy. I'm going to layer it before I move to the last one with Is It Fussy, the Gloss Bomb Sticks non-shimmering. So there's Is It Fussy. And now I'm going to put the new Fussy Gloss Bomb Oil. Is that the name? I'm getting so confused here. Gloss Bomb Oil, Gloss Bomb Sticks, Gloss Bomb Sticks Shimmering. This is challenging me today. Being careful not to go too far so I don't end up with that extra thick, gloopy finish. And I think I've just about got away with that. So there's double fussy. Is it fussy plus fussy? What do you think? I love that. And now for my predictable favourite. I haven't tried it on yet, but I think this has to be the favourite. If it's not, I'd be gobsmacked. And this one is called Miss Jellyfish, which is a sparkling icy lilac. Look at this. So let's swatch this on the back of my hand for you. The only thing with this is it might not pack that much pigment, which is why it might layer rather well with something. Anyway, here's how it looks. So it's not massively pigmented, but we're getting plenty of that lilac sparkle there. Let's just look at this completely on its own. No liner. Oh, look at that. This will stand up on its own. You can see those lilac sparkles. So not massively pigmented, but the sparkles are pigmented. Well, that is lovely. And that is matching my eyes today. I won't be putting a what I'm wearing list of my makeup today because I did my makeup very early this morning and I literally was trying out multiple things and playing around with things, so I can't even remember what I've done, to be honest. So I do apologise for that, but I can tell you on my eyes today I'm wearing the Oden's Eye palette, the Morgan Turner collaboration, the Love Language, and the sparkle that you're seeing across my eyes is coming from what they called Daydream and Flirt. So I've got mostly Daydream across the top of my mobile lid and a bit of Flirt more in the inner section. And I've used Crush as my base shade. And I deepened up the crease with this shade here, which is called Giggle. And then I lined, what did I line with? I'm trying to remember. I lined with Date Night and I went over the liner with Treat. So all purple lilac sparkles on my eyes today. So Miss Jellyfish matches rather well, doesn't it? I can see the foundation around my mouth getting more and more awful looking, so I do apologise. My makeup has been on too long. But I'm going to start with Riri because this is the liner I love to use with this combination. So obviously it has to be Ice Amethyst from the Gloss Bomb Sticks Shimmering launch, which launched recently. I wore this morning when I didn't even know I was doing this video. I took this in my handbag with me for top-ups when I was out earlier today. I took this on holiday with me recently when I went to Budapest, and I took this on a 2-day trip before that, if you want any idea of just how obsessed I am with this one. I love it. So there is Ice Amethyst and my liner is Riri. This is the combination I absolutely love. So now I'm going to top it with this Miss Jellyfish. Oh, look at that. Didn't think it was possible to bring this lilac sparkle up a notch, but apparently it is. That is utterly glorious. You have to see this one up close. And I might try that same trick I did when I was doing the Pat McGrath review. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to shine the torch from my mobile phone on my lips. Did that show the sparkle off? I might do it for the eyes, which I'm not reviewing. Does it show off on the lips? I don't know if it does. Maybe it's just different with powder sparkles, but anyway, it doesn't really need showing off. I'm sure it's coming across on camera just how shimmery that is. But I can guarantee you this shimmer is smooth and there is no sensation whatsoever of glitter. This is not gritty, this is smooth, silky, hydrating, beautifully comfortable. You see the glitter, you do not feel the glitter. And I did recently see a review somewhere saying that these are gritty. They are not, so I don't know if somebody had a damaged one, because they absolutely are not. They are so good. I'm talking about the Gloss Bomb Stick Shimmering now. They're not gritty, but obviously these oils aren't either. So my favourites, predictably, this had to be number one. Of course it does. My second favourite is Fussy. I think Fussy will go with more looks, because lilac you might want to match up a bit with maybe a lilac-y look, but I also, personally, I'm happy to put this on my lips any day with just about any look. But oh, I love it. I love it so much. But these two are my winners, definitely. And I do think that I'm really quite chuffed with this cool taupe one, which I wouldn't have imagined I'd have even liked that much. But I think this could really become a very handy one, just to bring that shimmer, bring that gloss, bring that oil, bring that shine and extra hydration, but to offer that cooling option on top of a lipstick I find a little bit too warm for me. So it's going to be something I can really use for those purposes, which is excellent, because I don't think I've ever had anything in my collection that's made me feel I can do that. So there we have it. That is the end of this review, thrown together in a bit of a haphazard way, but I really wanted you to see these, because I don't know if these shades will sell out fast, or you may have stock issues, because I can imagine them being very popular. So I just wanted to get it out to you as quickly as I possibly could. So if you're interested in buying them, you've got a rough idea of what they'll look like. So I do hope you found this helpful. I'm over the moon with them. It's Mother's Day here in the UK tomorrow, so this is my early Mother's Day gift to me. This lipstick, this combination is my Mother's Day gift to me. It is beautiful, and I do hope you treat yourselves. And if you don't, give hints or strong hints or even demands. If you're in the UK, it's Mother's Day, so just tell whoever is listening, go and buy me that Fenty gloss, please, because look at it. Or you don't like it. Maybe you don't like it. Maybe you're just watching this for the fun and you can't stand this sort of finish. But if you are somebody who loves these formulas, how beautiful are they? And how good are these shimmers? Anyway, if you have enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button. And if you're not subscribed, I would really, really appreciate it if you did subscribe. And if you are subscribed, thank you for being here at the end of my video. I really appreciate you all so very much. I honestly do. And have a lovely rest of your weekend. Hopefully have a wonderful Mother's Day if you're in the UK. And I hope to see you all for my next video. Take care, everybody. Bye.